Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are currently in a pretty big energy credit deficit, but we're also getting ready to fight the Vor. And that'll be okay. We are currently working on our matter decompressor site. We're also working on our Dyson Sphere site, and that only just got started. The Dyson Sphere will, of course, fix our energy credit problem in its entirety. Now, we can probably fix that by selling off various resources, and we're going to do that for the time being. I also want to take a look at this tech world. Oh, we can definitely put in a generator district to help offset that. So that'll be absolutely great. We should also get a system capital complex here, as long as we are working on that. Looks good. Otherwise, nothing really to be done here. We are waiting on the... Really, these are upgradable again? You know what? I don't think we care. We're going to head in here and attack the Vor soon enough. The question is, what kind of strength does the Vor actually have? A 90k fleet? They do have a fleet here. What are they doing? Passing through, going to the L gate, looks like. Okay. So this is the Vor up here and the Diskekan Combine. Good to know. We did finish up our ring world tech, so we're going to grab, I think, matter compression. That'll be okay. We did lose an admiral as well. So let's take a quick look through our fleets here. Which admiral was that? This one. Is there an upkeep admiral? Leader upkeep, but that's not really great. I think we'll go for Little Charlie here. Cool. So that'll be fine. No problem whatsoever there. I do think that we should actually send this fleet over here to hit this Vor section. It's going to be another 230 days, but I think that's okay. Not interested. Move along. Cool. So we're going to head over and get that done. These guys are under the Bill Knock, correct. Okay, I'm not expecting the Magnid Vestige to be particularly effective in their war here. We did just lose a scientist. That was a leader of one of our science ships. Which one? The UES Drake is the answer. So we'll assign a new one. That will be Nimpy Cluck. Cool. And the UES Drake is this one. So we'll assist research over Trappist Prime. Perfect. So it's going to be 230 days before we're in position out over here. For some reason, I just hadn't considered that this stuff exists, and I should. The real question is, will the Diskekan Combine be in this war? And I don't think they will. So hypothetically, if we were to declare this, well, we're truced right now. For another 5 years. Honestly, I didn't realize that. Are we truced with the Slurpanor as well? I assume so. Yeah, because they left our Federation. And so that gave us a 10-year truce. So we can't declare on them. We know that we could on the Calictora. If it's going to be 5 years, maybe we should pivot. Maybe so. We've already made our claims on the Vor, though. We can make more, of course. We could eventually come down and... Hello, console. We could eventually come down here and look at the Calictora. We could potentially make claims here as well. We do already have a few. Okay. Hypothetically, what would it cost? That alone is 175. Okay. Good to know. And I'm assuming if we were to declare on the Omniforge, we have to stop supporting their independence first. Fair enough. For the moment, we're not going to do that. Yeah, that's a little awkward, for sure. For some reason, I just completely blanked that they would have a truce. I shouldn't have done that, but it is what it is. So we're going to continue to proceed forward here. I think that we will actually gear up to attack the Calyptora. So the real question here is, does the Calyptora have any L-gates? It has this wormhole, which we should definitely plan to utilize. So we're going to take the 4th fleet over to there. We're going to put a fleet here in Zoltan. We'll put a fleet in Hadrikus for the time being. The 1st fleet will head over to Hell's Maw. Or actually to, like, Magic. There we go. What other fleets do we have that aren't moving? The 5th. The 5th can head down to Chiblar. And then, finally, the 1st Deep can actually head over to Barana. Like so. Now, these are... or that's part of the Calyptora there. So we can grab Weirtham. Cool. Okay, so we're still going to have to wait for influence. That's pretty clear. So if we were to make claims here, we would certainly want to make a claim on Weirtham. Well, that's currently claimed by multiple others. This is already claimed by us, with a strong claim. Okay. How much influence would we need to claim everything that they have here? A lot, is the answer. Wait, we should clear this. There we go. So, how much would we need to claim all this? We could grab this. Unidentified Empire? Okay. Weirtham. Although that is already claimed. So that would cost us 100. Evol, which is connected in via a wormhole. And we don't actually know where that wormhole is. But I'm guessing it's here in Brewston. So we could claim something like that. That would be the maximum amount of claims that we can get. For the moment. Okay. Noted. Well, we're moving on in. And we're definitely going to need to move our army over as well. So we'll get that started. We can always make more claims throughout the war, but for the moment that's going to be a little bit awkward. We know that we're not truced with the Calyptora. I would like to fight them now. Or now adjacent. Once our fleets arrive there. And then that will allow our truce with the Vor to tick down. So we're going to be able to make more claims on the Vor eventually. We have a decent number of them. So that's good. But the Calyptora really don't have that much territory. So it should be fine. Looking at their fleet strength here, we see about 5 fleets here of about similar strength to us. So that's a little bit concerning about attacking up here. We may have to wait for Federation fleets to show up. That's a possibility. Before we really attack over this way, and we'll have to be careful about that. We do have 2 fleets up here. So that's good. Are we still at 240? No, we're at 250. Okay, I just wanted to double check that. Fantastic. And our tech will continue to improve. Hold on a moment. Positive 1k energy credits. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I don't know exactly how that one happened. I mean, I know that we were building a bunch of energy credit producers, but I don't think we built enough to get that much. Regardless, we definitely need an industrial district on this Forge world. There's this refinery world here that could also use an industrial district. This mining world, a mining district. Okay, a juggernaut, sure. Speaking of which, we don't have a juggernaut of our own. So we might want to start building one. There we go. We'll get an Ararat-class Juggernaut building. This industrial world could definitely use an industrial district. Okay, and my main concern here remains this set of fleets. That's basically their entire force. Now, we banked up a lot of alloys. They're equivalent to us on all levels, but we'll have our full Federation here. I don't think we'll lose, but we're probably going to take some pretty heavy hits. I think there's no doubt about that one. How close are we to being in position? We're just waiting on the 5th fleet here, and honestly, it can stay here and hit Weirtham. That'll be fine. So, let's move into position to attack for each of our fleets here. Not you. You're going to move up to Barana and move into position to attack in Bastamore. Okay, the 22nd fleet is going to move into position to attack Tomzo. This army is going to move... Honestly, we might want to have it come down over here into Hell's Maw. We'll do that for the moment. Our 4th fleet is going to approach the wormhole here. We're not going to move through it just yet. And here we're going to move into position to jump to Kuiper. Cool. So we're going to be in position here. We're going to lose this territory over here almost certainly, but that's okay. We're going to want to make claims before we declare this because they will be more expensive after we declare. So the question is, when do we declare this? Well, we can make a few claims here. We can grab Terralum, and for the moment, that's it. But that would be a good claim for us to take control of this wormhole here. All of this down here is currently unclaimed. Some of these are claimed, but most of them are unclaimed. So we're not going to, by any means, destroy them. But I think that we just go ahead and take this and call it good. We're going to bank influence for our fight against the Vor next, and that's where the majority of our claim influence is going to go. Because I would like to basically fully annex the Vor. I don't think that's all that realistic, but I would like to do that in the next war. So we'll see how that ends up going. The 3rd fleet is not in position here. We're going to move them in, but I don't expect that we're going to get enough to make any further claims here. We might be able to get a couple more, but it's going to be very inefficient to claim at war. So we're just going to declare what we've got, and I think we do this. So we're going to do our claim conquer here. We're going to try this vote. It passed previously. So let's see what happens. They will have the Omniforge and the Udkavango Consortium on their side. Good to know. Well, AI, what do you think? Oh, that's a good sign. That's immediately half. We only need one more vote.
To war.
Cool. Okay, so I'm trying to pause the game here. There we go. That was a bit laggy there. So they're going to try to conquer some of our territories. So, we know that these guys are in the war, as well as these guys. It doesn't really matter. The Omniforge are inferior to us, and the Udkavanko are pathetic to us. So as long as we can get our Federation fleets in here, this will be great. We're going to immediately launch an attack in Tomso and in Yarrick. We're also going to launch an attack in Kuiper. We're going to launch an attack. I was planning to hit Paunia right away. We're going to head over there. It's going to be a little slow. Okay. The 4th fleet is, of course, going to jump through into Terralum immediately. The 5th fleet, Weirtham. The 1st deep, Bastamore. Cool. So that's every fleet on its way in. That's wonderful. Our transport fleet here is 16k strong. We should be good to go on that front. I want to check in real quick before we really start focusing on this war. 90% on our matter decompressor and 53 on our Dyson sphere. Cool. Okay, in we go. Now the real question is, what do these fleets do? They're mostly just chilling for the moment. We'll keep an eye on them.
Engaging enemy station.
Cool. So we're going to take a few losses, I think, with these enemy stations. Actually, these are not very strong. We will take a few losses, I'm pretty sure. But overall, this seems fine. We've got 64,000 alloys banked. Are these guys doing anything? Yes. So we can see that these fleets are heading out to Mulsir. They're going to go through here. Okay, that is actually an issue. So the question is, how do we want to handle it? There's a 103k fleet. They are sending roughly 300k to their hyper relay, possibly into Enigma's end to hit the L cluster. Yeah, I should have thought of that. I definitely should have thought of that. We're going to back off here. We're going to take Terralum. It's not the biggest of deals, to be honest. It's manageable. So, Weirtham will fall very soon. There we go. Weirtham falls, and that went over to the Republic of Juawaktra because of their claim strength. That's okay for the moment. So this fleet here, I'm going to send back to Terminal Egress, although that will take 341 days to get there. This is not necessarily the most efficient path. Indeed not. Okay, do we have a better way to go? Yes, we could jump drive up to Hell's Maw. Honestly, though, there's a Dorbaland fleet here right now. I don't think it's necessary. I'm going to attack Kalak here. There we go. We're going to push up to Bakul. And this fleet is falling back to Hell's Maw for the moment. We're going to enter orbit around the L gate here. Cool. So we finished up here. Now I want to head over to Murga, which will take 171 days to get there. That's okay. Let's start pumping out the reinforcements. And this will be reasonably fine. We'll have a few fleets on attack, many fleets on defense, is the plan here. Cool. So we can see they're attacking out over here.
Spaceport
Whatever.
under attack.
They can do that if they want. So we took over Terralum. From here, we're going to head up and land. Wait, is this fully occupied? It is, of course. We're going to move back to Hell's Maw here. Cool. Continue to reinforce. And we can see that they are heading to this wormhole, for sure. They're going to take out this station. That's fine. That will delay them a little bit.
Spaceport lost.
As expected. Heavy on the little bit. So they're going to head up through this wormhole. Are they sending more over this way, though? Is it only the one fleet? It's only the one fleet. Good to know. And they've not attacked in Terminal Egress. Fantastic. We can hit this Omniforge L gate if we need to. So I want both of these fleets here to come back to here. Beautiful. And this one is on its way over. It'll be there in 153 days. So we're going to make our way down over this direction, taking a bunch of territory on the way. And this fleet is making its way up. Cool. So the Federation fleets will take a while to get here. There's no doubt about that.
Engaging enemy fleet.
And we knew that. We knew that it would take time. Okay, where is this at? Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Actually, are they going to lose that? They are. They're going to lose that to our unupgraded station. That's hilarious. Cool. So we'll definitely allow that. So we have one fleet here right now. The other will pop in soon, and this one in 130 days. As far as our attack in Murga goes, that was expected. So yeah, that'll be over here in 128 days. That's fine for the moment. What are they planning to do here, though, is the question. I don't think there's a lot that they can do. So this seems reasonably fine. We're going to head down to Python, and then head up to Liswin. Now, this is their capital that we're going to be hitting here shortly. I was going to say, like, Shun? Shun is not a word. Well, there's the Federation fleet. Noted. I'm not sure which of these fleets they're following. We are going to start striking through the L gates. There's no route for us to reach here. Oh, that's a hyper relay, not an L gate. What L gates do they have? They have Enigma's End. Honestly, I think we hit Enigma's End into Fangkor. Now, the Destican Combine is not in this war, but the borders are open. So we're going to jump through here with our ridiculous coalition fleet. And that'll be absolutely great. We have no fleets in need of reinforcements at the moment. And no fleets needing orders at the moment either. However, we can disband this construction ship and start upgrading our matter decompressor. Beautiful. 62% on our Dyson Sphere. Absolutely fantastic. So over we head. We're going to take a bit of a beating here, although they're at the hyper relay. We did catch some of their forces. Fantastic. So that's going to be a big deal, right? They're going to have a very hard time dealing with this.
Fleet lost.
Yeah, that's not an actual fleet lost. That was a reinforcement fleet. It's not very relevant, but we can just go ahead and reinforce that. Cool. So this is going to be very laggy. But they're going to take a beating. My question is, did we catch this fleet? And the answer is yes. So we're going to take a bit of a beating here too, but their beating is going to be far worse. The first deep fleet is making its way up. We don't have any fleets that require orders at this exact moment. Ah, look at this. The Dorbalan have actually attacked over here, freeing us up. We don't need to attack here now. Good. We can just send in our army to Hespia. That's fantastic. We're going to do exactly that. And we will land our armies on Hespia. Perfection. Okay, so Fangkor is under our control. From here, I want to attack Molsir because they have their fleet up over here, right? So we're going to head up and chase them. But we don't really need to deal with that, now that I think about it. Maybe we're better off heading down this direction and clearing up some of this area, and then heading into the Omniforge with the Federation fleet. I think that'll be the way to go. So that was, of course, an absolutely huge battle. That was this battle here. They didn't lose all that many ships, which is sad. They just retreated. We lost a few, and they are back. So we'll get those built. We did dip into our alloy reserves there a bit, but it's okay. So this is great. We're doing very, very well here. We're going to continue to press on down. And, I mean, obviously, our achieve war goals is incredibly, incredibly far away. But that's to be expected.
Deploying Liberation Forces.
That will not take very long. The 5th Fleet requires orders, and its orders are to head into Romsir. Cool. So we're going to have to hit the Udkavango Consortium soon enough. The question is when. However, it is time to put a cut in here. Oh, we found the Juggernaut. Interesting. It is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we will continue this war. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, GJ Gamer, ALS Gamer, Kentuin, Jensgram, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.